Good morning, everybody. So with today's video, top 10 summer fresh cheapies for 2025. Before we get into it, I will say this. You don't need all of these. Hell, you don't need 4 or 5. If you have none of these, get 1 or 2 at the most. That's all you need. So the first one, and not in any numerical order, is going to be Hugo Boss Hugo Reversed. This is an incredibly fresh fragrance. Some of these fragrances are going to be more fresher than others. They are all feel good and casual. One is going to be a little bit more, I would say, on the elegant side, but at the same time, it still feel good. This is very fresh. You're going to get a lot of grapefruit and bergamot. And I find that it's more of a sweet type of citrus. You're going to get some rosemary, and the backbone is going to be vetiver. If it wasn't for the vetiver, this wouldn't last more than 2 hours. Performance on this is not great to begin with. You're gonna get 4 or 5 hours at the most. And I'm also gonna state this because it just came to mind. I'm not sure if they are repackaging this very bottle. A lot of these canteen bottles from the Hugo line are being repackaged. I got a few of them, but this one here, I'm not sure. So if you look online, you might get something that's shaped differently. This is just a high heat summer banger. This is ageless. This is a great school fragrance. It's a great work scent. I find it's more of a work fragrance than anything just because it's very fresh, clean, and it's mass appealing. But again, feel good. Very much like all of these. Next one is a great blue fragrance, and this got a lot of hype maybe 7 or 8 years ago. Like whenever it came out, it got a lot of mention. Coach for Men. So the little tag here is gone. That actually fell off, but this is actually kind of nice. To me, it smells a little bit more youthful than, let's say, this one here. This is just ageless. Some of these are going to be a little bit more on the younger side, while some, really two, I gotta say, because I just saw it, are going to be a little bit more on the mature side. Just might resonate more with the older guy, but you're going to get pear, kumquat, bergamot, lavender, cardamom, coriander, ambergris. I think there's suede, amberwood, and so on. What I personally get, definitely a lot of lavender with a lot of fruity nuance, whether that's pear or kumquat, but there is this citrusy aspect as well. I find that there's going to be ambroxan as well because there's something extra fresh in this. And the base itself is going to be that ambergris and, like, I would say more Haitian vetiver than suede. Just blue, fresh. It kind of has this body wash-ish sort of vibe, so that kind of like that blue fragrance vibe. But it's a great scent. For me, I would say that this is a great school fragrance. It's a good work scent, but I would say it's more school than work. This is more work than school, you know? Next one I would say is going to be more for the mature guy out there because it's an older fragrance. Came out in 1993. I thought it was like 91 or like 1990 itself, but Calvin Klein Escape. This definitely smells like the 90s. But I love it. I really, truly love this one. I was surprised when I bought this one. It was a blind buy. I forget when, but this is just, it's fresh, it's invigorating, it's nostalgic, because once again, it does have that 90s vibe. But you are going to get a lot of melon, mango, there's going to be eucalyptus, there is lots of woods of like fir, birch, cypress, there's going to be sandalwood, there's oceanic notes, oak moss, so there's a lot going on in this. But for me, very fresh with the melon, the aquatics, the mango. You are going to get a little bit of juniper berries as well. And the opening has like some sort of citrus. I think it's like bergamot or lemon, something like that. But you don't get a lot of the citrus per se. It's going to be more of that mango and melon. That, including the aquatics, really just adds a lot of freshness. Really enjoy this one. Again, it's an older fragrance. I'm an older man. I'm 48. But if you're a younger guy who likes it, then of course, rock it. Next fragrance, this brand is pretty much haute couture from what I've seen at the Holt Renfrew boutique across the street. Their bags, their shoes, I'm sure their outfits. But their fragrances are very cheap and don't get these retail at all. They quickly go to the bargain bins. Jimmy Choo, Man Aqua. This does get comparisons to a Coach fragrance. I don't think it's this one here. I think it's like a Coach Blue or something like that. I only have 2. I got this one here and I believe it's Open Road. I prefer the Open Road than this one here. This one here does have like citrus. I think it's grapefruit, but it also has C notes. Very, very fresh. Aquatic, you get a little bit of that, like that salty nuance. There is going to be cardamom and clary sage. The base has like moss and patchouli. The base itself, you get a little bit of that moss, but I would say it's more patchouli than anything. The patchouli is going to be the backbone. This is just, it's fresh. It's very much like just walking along a beach. You know, that's what it is. It's casual as can be. This is ageless. I think, however, that it might resonate a little bit more with the younger guys, not because of the smell, but like the price tag. Generally, when you're an older guy, for the most part, I just gotta say that you're gonna have a little bit more of that cheddar, so you want something that's maybe a little bit more expensive. But some guys, just everyday 9-to-5ers, they're very frugal. They just want a fragrance to smell good, and that's what this is. Next fragrance got a lot of hype from Jeremy Fragrance himself, and I can't believe I'm going to agree with this guy, but it does lean a little bit more youthful. I think it might resonate a little bit more with the younger guys than the older guys out there. Davidoff Cool Water Wave. I don't know what makes this a little bit youthful. There is something that's a little bit sweet in this though. It's not a citrus. If it's the citrus, it's something that's unlisted because it's grapefruit. There is this sweet citrus, whether that's tangerine or orange. There is this sweet but playful, youthful aspect. There is also going to be oceanic notes or like sea notes. There is going to be patchouli, sandalwood, birch leaf, juniper, and so on. It's a very aquatic fragrance with a lot of woods and a lot of grapefruit or just a lot of citrus. But at the same time, there is this sweetness. It's nice. It's very fresh. It's very invigorating. It has this playful touch. It's a little, I don't want to say it's flirty, but it's a fun fragrance. If you want to rock at school, go ahead. But for me, this is just like, I'm feeling a little flirty. I'm feeling a little fun. I'm feeling a little bit like, I'm feeling like a 48-year-old man child when I rock this. It's a fragrance that's not for me, but it's a good smelling scent for a younger guy out there. Next fragrance got a lot of hype, and for very good reason. And this fragrance here is going to be the most, I don't want to say the most unique, because it's not unique, but very different from all of these fragrances in this list. Azotochrome Aqua. What makes this unique is that it's green. Very green and fresh, because you're going to get a lot of mint. The mint is herbal. It is green. It is very energizing, but you're also going to get some herbal basil. There is green apple. There is grapefruit or some sort of citrus. There is sea notes, I believe, violet leaf, so it's very aromatic. And the base itself is like cypress, vetiver, or some sort of woods. For me, the main stars, green, citrusy, and fruity, then it's aqua. For like an aquatic fragrance, it's way more green than anything, which is super surprising. This is ageless. This for me is a high heat banger. Out of everything so far, I would say that this is like my favorite from this list. I don't want to say it's my favorite because there's still like two that are really solid, but this is damn good. We have 4 remaining. Next one is going to be Calvin Klein CK Reflections, or CK1 Reflections. This came out within the last 4 years. I think it's one of their yearly summer releases. This is really good. It's very fresh because it has a lot of ice cube. And I'm not going to make the joke about the wrapper, but it's like ice cube. You know, when you're pulling like ice cube from a tray, I think it's the ice cube itself that gives off this extra dose of freshness, because when you're opening up the fridge or the freezer, and I've used this description for Hugo Boss Hugo Now because it also has ice cube. When you're opening up the freezer and it's a hot, humid day and that cold wind or that cold air hits your hot skin, it's that type of refreshing. You're also going to get lemon, ginger, green tea, a lot of musk with a little bit of woods. So just a lot of freshness, green tea, a lot of musky nuances, ginger. The ginger warms it up, but at the same time it energizes it. Not to the extent like this one here. This, out of everything, is the most energizing fragrance. I gotta state that. This is just like I'm in a hammock, I'm on a beach, I'm relaxing. It's zen. Performance, not the best. Like, I am not one to do like 10 to 20 sprays. With this, you're gonna have to get about 10 sprays to get like 4 or 5 hours, because generally it's only like 2 to 3 hours tops. Next fragrance, super fresh, like one of the freshest ones in this list. Jimmy Choo Man Ice. A lot of people will agree with me that this is just really fresh and very invigorating. It has citron, it has a lot of musk. Woohoo! Yes, definitely gotta state that. It definitely has a lot of musk, along with bergamot, mandarin orange. There is woody nuances of like vetiver, there is cedar, and there's also gonna be ambroxan and Granny Smith apple, or just green apple. A lot of citron, apple, ambroxan, musk with a little bit of woods. Performance on this, not good, period. Very much like, where is it? This one here, you're gonna have to go heavy. With these fragrances here, a lot of them, you can go a little bit heavier without like choking anybody out. And like, I find like, when it comes to like the heavier scents, I do like 3-4 sprays. When it comes to like the summer fragrances, I go up to like 6 to 8. Sometimes I do 10. But this one here, you can do 10 sprays and not worry a thing. This also gets comparisons to, it is either Dior Homme Cologne or Dior Homme Eau. One or the other. This is just a fraction of the price tag. Next fragrance, this whole brand is super affordable. Ellis Aqua. This has a lot of lime, lavender. It's got coriander, I think patchouli. Not sure if there's driftwood, but there is definitely sea notes. So aqua. You get a lot of lime. The lime, and I believe there's either bergamot or lemon or grapefruit, one or the other. But the lime is the main citrus. You're also going to get a lot of the aquatics, that lavender. So very fresh, aquatic. It's sea salty. The base itself is like a musky woods. Very fresh, very blue, just very relaxing. Where is it? Where's the other one? My goodness. I said, oh, I think it was this one here. It's like a hammock on a beach. This is just like you're walking along the beach. That's what it pretty much is. You're just on the beach. Reflections in this, very much on the beach. And, oh, yes, this one here as well. Very much along the beach. Just has that, like, that sunny San Diego relaxing vibe. To me, that's what it is. And last but not least, this is going to be the most mature one, and I would say the most elegant one. It is casual, but at the same time, you could wear this easily with a suit and tie. It is discontinued, apparently, from what I learned from Saint Chris, the Picasso Fragcom, but you could still get it online, pretty available. Azara por lo. What makes this, I would say, more mature and elegant is that there is this fougere feel. But it just has this classical vibe, but with a modern touch. It has a little bit of that original put which like I don't like, but it does have some of that DNA. It's just a lot more modernized. There's a lot of lemon and yuzu. There's going to be lavender and geranium. So lavender and geranium for me, including lemon. Lemon could be like a note for today, but also from back in the day. But lavender and geranium kind of give off this old school vibe. But there's also going to be sandalwood, patchouli, musk, and vetiver. So the base, woody with like a musky earthiness to it. Really nice. This is like white t-shirt and jeans. It is preppy. It is sense of style. It is suit and tie. And perhaps tuxedo-esque. I would say more suit and tie though. But this is just a gentleman's fragrance. Mature. If you're a younger guy who likes this, then you are an old school type of gentleman, and I like that. Top 10 fresh cheapies right there for 2025. Any reviews that I've done on these fragrances, if you want something a little bit more detailed, they will all be down in the description box below. I kind of kept it a little bit short, even though it's probably not all that short because I have the gift of doing this, right? But if you like this list, if you like the very video, please drop me one of these. It does show YouTube and the algorithms that you like this type of content, and that it does help with this channel as well. What videos to watch next? Well, because of these are fresh cheapies, why don't you check out right here or right here? So I thank you for my time. Take care, and I will see you later. Thanks for watching, everybody.